Okay, so I wanted to actually come and do a final review on this hair. So this is the Wiggins hair, and I've had it in my head for more than 7 months, and I have 18 inches, and this is a U-part unit. So there is nothing wrong with this hair, I have to say. It does shed when you brush it, but if you brush your hair every day, and if you brush it twice a day, it's not that bad. It's not the worst type of shed. All hair is gonna shed, but it's not the worst. Like, see, there's barely anything because I already brushed my hair for the day. So yeah. Now, I am someone who uses kinky straight hair a lot, and I have to say, out of all the kinky straight hair that I've had, in terms of shedding, this is the best hair. I do not have a lot of hair on my floor. When I sweep my floor, it's probably like a few strands, because I don't brush into a garbage. So it's not something that is horrible, you know? The shedding is really not that bad. And okay, so how this hair is, I would have to say, this hair holds moisture really well, especially if you use Suave, herbal essence, or Fructis is my favorite. I use that for my natural hair as well. So if you use those conditioners, your hair will come back to life. The reason why it looks so good is because I washed it and I put deep conditioner in it. Now, the thing about this hair is it does get dry if you don't take care of it. So although it's very low maintenance, if you don't take care of it, it does get very dry and kind of dead. So I would suggest you could do co-washing. So you could like wash the hair with only deep conditioner, the ones that I mentioned, and it still will come back to life and be okay. Or you can use a shampoo and wash it and then do the deep conditioner afterwards and it'll be fine. I also flat iron this hair, and I had it in braids, so that's why it looks a little crimply, but I flat ironed it on like a low heat or a middle to high heat. And the way I take care of it at night is I put it in one big braid, like one little long braid or a French braid, whatever you want to call it, and put my little silk head tie on and go to bed. There are some people that will wrap their hair. I would suggest, if you want to keep that like straight look, I don't mind having a little bit of curls, but if you want to keep that straight look, then wrapping the hair if you want. I don't use the clips, by the way. I just sew the hair into my head because it's just so much easier. So yes, I'm wearing this hair 24/7 all the time. And the only time I'll do what I like to call a deep wash is when I have not washed my real hair in a while, which is something I need to stop doing because I'm trying to take better care of my hair. So when I do a deep wash is I will get a bucket, any type of little bucket. You can get it from Amazon, you can get it from the Dollar Tree, right? You take the hair off and you let it soak for a couple of hours in shampoo, because when you leave it in for a long time, it kind of develops a smell. And I also have clip-ins in my hair as well, so I let it soak in shampoo. And then after that, I wash it out, and then I fill the bucket up with water again with the hair in it, and then sprinkle like deep conditioner into it and let it soak for a good 4 hours. It can be less than 4 hours. And then after that, you brush it out and let it air dry. And when I tell you, the hair is so soft, it is so soft. Now, some warning, do not let this hair soak for too long in deep conditioner because it will become very moist and you don't want that. Like, I did that last month. I let it soak for a long time in deep conditioner and it was really moist. So the way I handled that is I just didn't wash the hair until a month later, until like this month later. And when I did wash it, I just wet it to bring it back to life. But yeah, it's very low maintenance hair. Like, if you want it to always look like this, then all you need to do is just wash it with deep conditioner, and then when your actual hair gets really dirty, use shampoo and then deep conditioner. So it's a very simple method. I don't always take this hair off my head also to wash it. Sometimes I'll take my clips out, wash it with shampoo, wash my leave out, put the clips back in and style it. So it all goes based on your personal preference. So yeah, if you have any extra time on your hands, I'd recommend using the bucket method because the hair really does come back to life and there is no smell. Like the wig cap doesn't hold a scent. It doesn't smell like anything, especially if you've been wearing the hair for a long time. So it really does bring it back to life. I'm trying to think of some more things. Oh yeah, when I first got this hair, it was 1B, so it was very, very like a lightish type of color, and I didn't want that, so I dyed it black. And I saw this another YouTuber do it. What she did was she took the bucket and she put the dye inside of the water. I think she used cold water or warm water, and then she let it sit there and let it sit for like a couple of hours, 2 hours, then rinse it out, put some deep conditioner in it, and then let that sit for a little bit and then rinse it out. And when it came out, the hair was really dark and nice. I did this 7 months ago. Actually, no, I did this like 6 months ago. So when it hit fall, when it hit like into September, that's when I did it. And it's still, I have not touched it up since. It's still really dark. The only thing that you can see that looks light, this is completely different hair. This is not the same as this hair. This is some old bundles that I had that I turned into clip-ins. So that's why that looks a little bit more of a 1B color. And I use clip-ins for my hair. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what type of parting you do. Like if you choose to do a U part or a V part, there's enough room for you to part your actual hair into a U part or to part it into a V part. I recommend not leaving out a lot of leave out because when I first got this hair, I used to leave out a lot of leave out for no reason. You really don't need to leave out any leave out, honestly. The only leave out you need to leave out is that leave out at the top of your hair, and the rest is like, if you can see, it's all braided up in there. Like mine's thinned out. I'm not worried about it too much because my hair is, I know it will grow back and I'll just get something to help it. But yeah, it thinned out a lot because I was doing that and I was flat ironing it. Don't do that, girl. Just leave out the hair at the top. So yeah, I recommend this hair. It's pretty awesome. Let me show you how it looks. In terms of the braiding pattern, I don't actually do cornrows in my hair. I do like an anchor braid going this way. I did 2 anchor braids, and then I do connect braids, 3 rows of connect braids. So single braids latched onto another braid. Sorry, I do this because my real hair is kinky. Like I have 4C hair, and I don't like what do you call it, manipulating it so much, and it does help it to grow, honestly. So this, I'm trying to show you, I did 1 full braid and then I'm connecting it. So if you do that to your hair, if you don't know how to braid, it really does help. So a single braid connected to another braid, connected to another braid, a row of it, and then you do it for 3 other rows. I would say that my hair would probably be a little bit more flatter underneath if I would do 4 rows. I only did 3 rows because I'm lazy, but if I was to do 4 rows, it would be really flat. This is for the girl. I mean, if you have thin hair, I think you can do regular braids, it's fine. But if you got thick hair and it's 4C, the connect braids really does help. Just make sure you detangle your hair properly. Don't be like me, because this is the last time I'll be wearing this U part for a while because I'm going to get a wig. And so when I get the wig, I'll do a review on that. So to finally wrap everything all up about this hair, I would say this is probably the best kinky straight hair that I've ever had. I'm very, very surprised, honestly, because I was really looking to replace the old kinky straight hair that I was using, and it was really expensive. And I looked into them and they upped their prices to like almost $200 a bundle, because a lot of people knew how good that hair, and it was good hair. Like they upped it to like $100, almost $200, like $175, $180 a bundle. So I was like, no, I can't afford this because of the job that I was working, and that's why I got this hair. And yeah, it is so funny because I'm about to get new hair. I got this hair when I first started working at my job, and I'm starting a new job on Monday. And as soon as I get my paycheck from this new job, I'm getting new hair. I'm probably gonna order a wig from Wiggins because I really like Wiggins and I don't want to spend too much money on hair anymore. I am somebody that will buy new hair every year. Every year. Every year I have a new hair in my head. That's just how I like to do things. And in the summertime, I like to do like box braids. So yeah, I recommend one final note that, like I said in the earlier videos, the wig cap is big, and I tried to like show you how I was able to fix that problem. I have to leave and start getting ready for work. Okay, so imagine this to be the wig cap, right? This is how I fixed the problem. I explained it in the other video, but I'm explaining it again just in case y'all get this hair and y'all like, girl, this wig cap is huge and you didn't watch my other videos. So this is the back of the hair, right? This is the back, and this part is where you'll find a lot of material if you have a really small head. So what I did is I took this part and this part and I made it together like so, and I made a little, I sewed it across here like that. So when you put it on your head, it's, I know this looks wild, but when you put it on your head, it looks smaller. And so if you look, you can't even tell what I did unless I really was to show you what I actually did, right? And I would just recommend braiding as small as possible, or using the connect braid method that I told you about to get the hair really flat, but there should be no problem, honestly. Yeah, so that's all that I've done because the wig cap is small, but hey, you know, this hair is really good. And like I said, there really isn't anything from the beginning of the video that I talked about that has changed to this very point. And I had this hair in my head for 7 months and I've been wearing it every single day. I have not taken it out. The only time I've taken out this hair is to wash it, and to wash it in the bucket, to do a deep, I call it a deep wash, you know, with the shampoo and the water and all that jazz. So I highly recommend this hair. It doesn't shed. When you buy the hair, right, it's gonna take 5 days, I think, to process because they're making the hair for you, I believe. After the 5 days, it ships the next day and you'll get it probably the next day or 3 days after. Like, it's pretty fast shipping. It takes 5 or 4 days to process. I remember it was something of that sort. And then as soon as they shipped it out, I got it. Like, so it was great. So yeah, I honestly recommend, if I could do it all over again, I'd probably get the highest density and get longer hair just cause, but it's all good. I love it. I ended up cutting it a bit because the ends do look a little bit, you know, the ends are not that great. So I cut it to make it more full and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave it down below. I will answer it. I'm gonna try to like be consistent, and I'll be coming back to you with a new hair pretty soon. And it's gonna be the same thing, a very long video. So yeah, please follow if you like my content, and thank you.